Alma G. Davis is founder of the Alma Domestic Violence Foundation in Atlanta. She's also a friend and a survivor. She joins us now to talk about Domestic Violence Awareness Month. It starts tomorrow. Alma, thanks so much for starting your day with us. You are just
Thank you.
the picture beauty, right, on the outside, but anybody who knows you knows you have such peace and sweetness, right? That's what you emit in every conversation. But these are difficult conversations to have, not easy to talk about this. You turned your pain into purpose after you were beaten. At the age of 14, it began. I need you to share, and I know that this is what you do, but it can't be easy. But share your story of why you started the foundation.
Because I had to suffer through domestic violence at such a very young age. I grew up in a household of domestic violence, so I was exposed to it very young. And then, as you stated, at 14, my first real relationship was very abusive, and it was from another 14-year-old boy who was exposed to domestic violence in his household. So, unintentionally, that became my norm. And after going through years of suffering at both the abuse at home and the abuse of such a young boyfriend, I made up in my mind that there had to be something better to this, that this could not be the norm and this could not be the way that we should be treated as women, men, anybody suffering at someone under the hands of abuse. So I took it personally. I took my abuse personally. I took it personally that I was so young and did not have a voice. And more importantly, people didn't listen. And growing up, and so by the time I had my first daughter at 22 years old, I was very vigilant in saying that my child would never experience what I went through. And that unbeknowingly began my drive to help other people to understand
Yeah.
domestic violence and to help people get resources.
You know, as long as we've been talking about this, though, there's still people who don't get it, and some of them are survivors, right? You support women and
Yes.
teenagers, 64 facilities, I believe it is, across the state of Georgia, giving them a safe space, helping them rebuild, because a lot of these women have to start from scratch. How do you help them though get back on their feet physically, but mentally and emotionally too?
Um, Great question, because during COVID, we saw an 82% of increase. COVID exacerbated domestic violence with people being locked in the house, being around partners or spouses, and even children all day long. And so, with that jump, not only do we offer services to women and young kids, we offer it to men as well. We start at as young as 8 years old. Initially, it was 13, but again, COVID pushed our numbers back. We offer things such as mental health therapy. So all of our clients from as young as 8 and up can get 1 full year of free counseling with a licensed therapist that is enrolling them in group therapy for 6 weeks and then putting them on a trajectory for individual therapy for an entire year. We look at the origin and the basis of domestic violence, which is finances, either control of and or lack of, and the different inequalities that plays in different communities. And we address that through financial literacy, understanding the barriers that cause an inequality in finances, whether that is coming back into the workforce or coming out of jail, things of that nature. So we look at that to address that, as well as provide emergency assistance. So if you are in need of an emergency rental assistance or utilities or even food, we can provide that as well as find you a safe place, because we do so many wraparound services with all of the shelters you mentioned.
It's such important work, and people need to know that you're here. But it's a huge undertaking. There
Yes.
are others who have to get involved, and I know, we can donate, we can do drives, and we certainly want you to go over that. But we also need to know the other warning signs. Bruises, that's obvious and hurtful, but there are other red
Yes.
flags, and I want you to tell us some of the more subtle signs.
Yeah, so the big misnomer is that domestic violence has to all do with physical. That is the last part of domestic violence. There's verbal abuse, there is mental abuse, there is financial abuse, sexual abuse, even religious abuse. So I tell people, don't just look for someone's physical bruises. If you notice someone has become distant or isolated, they used to be an extrovert, all of a sudden they're introverted. They didn't become that way until they got into a relationship. That's something to pay attention to. If they're always having to check in, even subtly, with the other person, sometimes it can be taken as, oh,
Yeah.
that person cares about me, or that's cute, or, they're checking what I wear. But those are very
Hmm.
subtle signs. Isolation is a key one. Are they still reaching out? If you even suspect someone is starting to go into isolation, be vigilant about saying, "Hey, are you here? I want you to know I'm here for you." To let them have keywords or key notes that if you are going with someone going through something, I am a safe person that you can trust and talk to. So those are just some of the very, very subtle things. If you are with someone
Yeah.
at work and you start to see they're not coming to work as much. Their productivity is not the same. There's always an excuse for tardiness or lateness, or you start to see even some
Hmm.
physical signs of things. That's a big,
Yeah.
big
No,
cautionary flag as well.
it's something we all have to remember. I know your foundation is hosting an event. We are out of time, but we'll link it on our website. But Walk a Mile in Their Shoes has been hugely successful. You raise awareness of domestic violence both in person and virtually, and we're putting up the information right now on the screen because we do want people to get involved. And I'll
Yeah.
just say this: you're my friend, a sister, a mother, and we just love you and support you. And I hope that
Thank
you'll
you.
come back often. Alma G. Davis, thank you for starting
Absolutely.
your day with us. All right, sis.